Okay, I want all of you to stand as we pray. Let us all bow our heads and feel the presence of our Lord. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Dear Lord, guide us every day in our life. Please provide us knowledge enough in this throughout our discussion. Forgive us, O Lord, for all the sins that we have committed. Strengthen our faith in you, Lord, and protect our loved ones and ourselves. This is our prayers for today in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, again, good morning, class. It seems all of you are ready to learn today. Do we have any absentees today? Very good, none. So, do we have any assignments to be passed today? Very good. So, I have here some flashcards. Before we formally start our discussion today, who among you guys do remember how to add and subtract? Yes, Joanne, what do you think when we say addition? Very good. It talks about adding numbers. So, if ever or how many numbers, we're just adding. So, how about subtraction? Yes, Micah? So, subtraction, thank you, Micah. Subtraction is minus or subtracting numbers to other numbers. So I have here some flashcards that represent 1 to 2 digits numbers. So all you have to do is to add and subtract. This will be oral. So I want you to raise your hand as you answer this. So, okay, please. So the first, what do you think is this symbol is all about? This is, yes, Ivan, this very good. This is subtraction. So what again we do when we subtract? Yes, we less the number to the other number. So 10 minus 5 equals, very good, it is 5. So we have to subtract 5 to 10. So the equal or the answer is 5. How about this one? This one, what operation is this? Okay, this is addition. So what we will do if we add, if we see the symbol, we add. Very good. So 10 plus 13 is, yes, Philip, 23. Very good, Philip. This is 23. So I am so happy all of you still remember how to add and subtract first digit into digits numbers. Now, who among your class still remember our last discussion or our last topic? Yes, Ivan, it's all about? Very good, Ivan. Let's give Ivan 3 claps. It's all about the parts of the clock. So I have here an example of an analog clock. So this is an analog clock, a 12-hour clock that shows the face of clock. So I will ask you some questions and you will answer me orally, or you will answer that orally. Now for parts of the clock that we discussed earlier, yesterday, so I will ask some questions. So what do you think is this part of the clock? It is the, yes, Micah, it is the face clock. Very good. This is the face clock that includes the numbers, the hands, and the seconds, or the visual of how we can tell the time. Now, there are 2 hands in the clock. We have the, again, what are those? Yes, Joanne, it's the hour hand and the minute hand. Very good. Let's clap for Joanne. So, who can tell me where is the hour hand in this clock? In this 2 hand? Yes, Ranji. Very good. So the hour hand is the shorter one. It entails what the hour is. So how about a minute hand? Yes, Kaizil. Yes, very good. The hour minute hand is the longer one. And it entails what? Very good. It entails the minute. So these are the parts of the clock. Now, any other parts of the clock? Yes, Anastasia. Very good. The numbers. So how many numbers do we have in the clock? Can you count in me? Okay, let's start from 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, how many numbers do we have? We have 12 numbers. And these are the numbers that tells the time, or how we can tell, or that help us to tell what time it is. So these are the parts of the clock. So I am happy that all of you still remember what is our discussion yesterday. So the parts of the clock. Now that we review all the parts of the clock, I have here some question. Who among your class wants to be a time traveler? Seems all of you wants to be a time traveler. Now I have here a friend of mine, same as age as yours class, that really wants to be a time traveler. His name is Francis, and Francis wants to be a time traveler just like you class. But he wants to go on top of the mountain. But one requirement for Francis to get on top of the mountain is he must know how to tell a time or to measure a 12-hour clock and 24-hour clock format and able to convert them. And for Francis to be able to get the treasure on top of the mountain by exact 12:30 p.m. So would you help Francis to measure or to understand or to know how to measure 12-hour and 24-hour clock format? Very good. So throughout the discussion, I want you to listen to help Francis. Now, will you help Francis? Very good. So let us help Francis. So throughout the discussion, I want you to listen. I want your ears and your attention in this kind of discussion. But before that, let us read first our objectives for today. Everyone, kindly read the first objectives. Telling time using a 12-hour and 24-hour clock format, and constructing a daily schedule plan using the 12-hour and 24-hour clock format. So these are the objectives that we will meet throughout the discussion. So I want you to listen again and participate as well. So these are our objectives. So basically class, our discussion for today is all about measurement of 12-hour and 24-hour clock format. Okay, but before we dive into our discussion proper, I will ask you again a question. Okay, what do you do before you go to school? Anyone class? Yes, Krisa? Very good. Krisa prepares or brushes her teeth before going to school. Do you brush your teeth, class? Very good. Any other? Yes, Kreismer? You eat your breakfast. Very good, class. It is important for us to eat our breakfast before going to school. So, I have here some situation, a situation or short story about Francis, of how Francis prepared himself before going to school, just like your class. So, kindly read, all of you. Francis wakes up at 5:30 in the morning and prepares before going to school. He eats his breakfast, brushes his teeth, takes a bath, and wears his uniform. Francis finishes at 6:30 and then goes to school at 7:15. So, in what time did Francis wake up? Anyone? As based on our short story or situation? Yes, Danica? Very good. Francis wakes up every 5:30 a.m. in the morning. What did Francis do before he goes to school? Just like you, class, as what you have said earlier. Yes, Maria? He brushes his teeth, he prepares his uniform, he eats his breakfast, and takes a bath. So those are the things, or preparation of Francis before going to school. Now, what time did Francis go to school? Very good. 7:15. At 7:15, at 7:15, Francis already prepared and already go to school. So these are the examples of how we can tell the time. So this is an example of a 12-hour clock format. So we have 2-hour clock format that we will discuss today. We have the 12-hour clock format and the 24-hour clock format. But let me discuss to you class first the 12-hour clock. So the 12-hour clock format have 12 numbers starting from 1 to 12. And the 12-hour clock is called the 12 midnight since it is a 12-hour clock, so we do not have to change the number, so it is called the 12 midnight. And in AM or in the morning, it starts from 12:01 to 11:59 AM. And in noon and in PM or the post meridian, it starts from 12 noon, so which is this, and 11:59 PM. So those are the from morning to afternoon. This class is an example of a 24-hour clock format. It is far different from a 12-hour clock since the numbers are 2 digits. So we have starting from 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 to 24. So this is a 24-hour clock format. So the difference between the 12-hour clock and 24-hour clock format are the methods or the using of the numbers. So at 12 midnight, written in 12-hour clock format is 12, but in 24-hour clock format, it is written as 00 hour. So it is written like this when it midnights and when you are using a 24-hour clock format. And AM in 24-hour clock format starting from 001 H to 11:59. So 001 hours to 11:59 or 23:59. And in afternoon, it starts from 24 and noon R and ends with 23:59, just like the 12-hour clock format, but the difference is the numbers being written. It's written in 2 digits. So that is the difference between 12-hour and 24-hour clock format. So this is an example of 24-hour clock format. So a clock class uses 2 abbreviation, which is the AM and PM. It is written before or after the time. So it is identifying if the time is in the morning or afternoon. So let us read first what is AM. So antemeridian. Antemeridian from midnight until morning before noon, that is 12 AM to 11:59. So that is the antemeridian. Start from the 12 AM and to 11:59 AM. And the post meridian, kindly read all of you class. Post meridian, the afternoon before midnight, which is 12:01 noon to 11:59 AM. So as like what we discussed earlier, so the PM is the afternoon and the AM is the morning. So the post meridian start from 12:01 past 1 minute to the noon to 11:59 PM. So that is the 2 abbreviations we use when we tell if the time is in the morning or afternoon. Okay, let us now discuss on changing 12-hour format to 24-hour format. But before that, let us read this first. To change from 12-hour to 24-hour clock format, simply add 12 to any time after 12 PM. For example, 2 PM becomes 14 and 10 PM becomes 22. So simply class, in changing 24-hour clock format to 24-hour format is we have to use the operation what? As stated, as you read in the monitor, we have to use operation addition. Now, what do you mean by addition? As we discussed earlier, it is very good. It's all about adding the numbers. So all we have to do is to simply add 12 to any time after 12 PM. For example, so the hour hand is facing 1 and the minute hand is facing 4. So what is and what we're going to do is to add where the hour hand is pointing, we have to add 12. So 12 plus 1 equals, very good, it is 13. So 13, it is already a 24-hour clock format. But you do not have to worry to convert the minute hand to 24-hour clock. But all you have to do is to remain the minute hand the same as the numbers, or the same as the counting we did earlier. So the minute hand is pointing to 4, which means it is 5, 10, 15, 20. Very good. So our answer is 13, 20. So that is how we convert 122 in 24-hour clock format. It is converted as 1320. So I have here another conversion, and this time it's a 24-hour clock. So this is an example of 24-hour clock format. But before we convert all, let us read this first. In converting 24-hour to 12-hour format, you have to subtract 12 from any time after 12 p.m. For example, 16 becomes 4 p.m. and 20 becomes 8 p.m. So it is not far different from on how we convert 12-hour to 24-hour clock format. But this time, the difference between the conversion of two of them is the operation we are using. So earlier, in converting 12-hour to 24-hour clock format, we use addition. Very good. But this time, in converting 24-hour clock to 12-hour clock format, is we use what do you think? As what you have read earlier in the monitor? Yes, Bianca? We use subtraction. Now, what do you think is subtraction? Very good. As we discussed earlier, subtraction is less or subtracting the number or lessing the number to other number. So, for example, on how we convert a 12-hour format to 12-hour format, 24-hour format to 12-hour format is, let's say that the hour hand is pointing 18 and the minute hand is pointing 15. So 18, that is passed over the 12 p.m. after the time, or 12 p.m. afternoon. So 18 less than 12 or minus 12 is, yes, Micah, it is, very good. It is 6. So 6. And that is already a 12-hour format. So where do you think the minute hand is pointing? It is on 15. So 6, 15. Very good. That is how we convert again 5, 10, 15. So the answer is 6, 15 in the afternoon. So that is how we convert the, very good, that is how we convert the 24-hour clock to 12-hour clock format. Now I will give you an example, and can you tell me on how to convert this on your own? So I want you to raise your hand as you want to answer orally. This is just will be fast. So let's say the hour hand is pointing 21 and the minute hand is pointing 13. So now who can tell me how we convert this time 21:13 in 12-hour clock format? Anyone? Oh yes, Kaizil. So 21 minus 12 equals 9. Very good, Kaizil. And how about the minute hand? Where does it pointing? It points on 13. So it means it is 5. So Kaizil, what is the answer of how we convert 21 to 13 p.m.? Very good. It is 9:05 p.m. Thank you, class. All of you is really eager to learn on how to convert or how we convert 12-hour to 24-hour clock format and 24-hour clock format to 12-hour format. Now, since all of you have enough knowledge on how to convert 12-hour to 24-hour clock and 24-hour to 12-hour clock format, let us now help Francis in identifying what is the time and how we convert them to 12-hour clock and 24-hour clock format. So I want you to get your paper and pencils and write all of these So I will give you an example. So the question number 1 is, the instruction is, instruct to determine whether the times are in 12-hour or 24-hour clock format. And if so, if the time shows 12-hour clock, you have to convert them to 24-hour clock. As well, if the time is in 24-hour clock format, you have to convert them in 12-hour clock format. So the question number 1 is written in 13 AM or H. So this format is a 24-hour clock format. Very good. So all you have to do is to convert them to, all you have to do is to identify first if it's 24-hour clock or 12-hour clock format. So this is a 24-hour format. And you have to write it or to convert it into 12-hour clock since it is written in 24-hour clock format. So 13. So again, what we will do if we are going to convert 24-hour clock to 12-hour clock format? Very good, Joanne. We have to convert them by using or by subtracting them 12. So 13 minus 12 is 1. Very good. So 1 AM. Okay, so that is how we convert or answer this activity. I want you to start and I will give you 5 minutes in answering and I will get your papers and check it. Okay, since all of you are done, kindly pass the papers. Okay, very good. Thank you, class. I will return this to you tomorrow. Again, class, kindly read what you have seen on the monitor. I want you to be familiar with this. So, when we say midnight, we write 12 AM. Okay, when we say midnight, it is written like this. And in using the 2 abbreviation after the time, you can use simply like this one, capital letters with dot, or you can use small letters, or you can use big letters. So these 2 are accepted in using or telling the time or writing the time that is after the time of you are going to identify. Okay, and writing the quarter, it is written 1/4 of hour, which is 15 minutes. And half hour or 1/2 hour is 30 minutes. So I will discuss to you on how we can read the hours for you to understand more. So again, I will display here a 12-hour clock format. So in reading the hour, look at where the hour hand is pointing. So where do you think? Okay, I will point the hour hand to 2. Okay, look at where the hour hand is pointing. Again, where is the hour hand? Yes, John, it is the shorter hand you see on the clock. So where do you think the hour hand is pointing? In 2. So if the hour hand is exactly on the number, that's the hour, as example like this. But if it's between 2 numbers, the hour is between 2 numbers, the hour is the lower number. For example, it is pointing between 2 and 3. So our hour is the shorter or the lower number, which is 2. And that is how we read the hour. Remember, if the hour is exactly on the number that is the hour. And if it's between 2 numbers, the hour is the lower number. Now let us discuss next on how we can read the minutes. So this is the minute hand. Again, this is the minute hand. So just like the hour hand, we have to look where the minute hand is pointing. So where the minute hand is pointing, it is on number 4. So each number on the clock represents 5 minutes, as what we discussed earlier. So from 1 to 12, it represents 5 minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. So we have to count by 5, which is starting by 12. So as I discussed earlier. So for example, the minute hand is pointing on 4. What do you think is the minute? Who can tell me? Very good. Very good, Leal. It is 20. As we count that, as based on the monitor, as based on the information that we have is each number on the clock represent 5 minutes. So in combining the hours and minutes, we can first read the hours. So the hour hand is pointing on 1, for example. Then read the minutes. So the minutes is pointing on 4. Then we have to combine them, the two of this, to tell the time. So where the hour hand is pointing, very good, it points on 1. So the time is 1. And we use these dots to identify the hour and the minute. So where do you think the minute hand is pointing? Very good. It points to 4, which means it is, count by each 5, 10, 15, 20. So the minute is 20. Very good. So that is how we can read hours, or we can tell time by writing this. So this is how we convert the numbers written on the clock to be written like this. So I have here some tips, class, on how for you easily to understand or to able to tell time. This is only 3 tips, so I will read it to you orally. So always start in identifying the hour hand, and before that, you identify the minute hand. And count the minute from 5 to the end. So we have to start from here to the 12, to until the 12. And always remember the difference between AM and PM. Again, what is the difference of AM and PM? What is PM? Yes, Erwin, post meridian, very good. It is the afternoon. How about AM? Okay, yes, Shello. Yes, very good. It is the ante-meridian. So the ante-meridian is, and the post-meridian is the 2 abbreviations we use in or after the time as we identify them. Okay, since all of you now have a knowledge on how we can tell the time by using 12-hour and 24-hour clock format and able to convert them, let us now have an activity. Who among you class wants an activity? Very good. So I have here 2 cardboards where this kind of activity is a group activity. I will divide you into 2 groups. So this will be the group 1 and this will be the group 2. So what you're going to do is to write here on the cardboard the time that I will present in the 12-hour clock format. So I will point the hands of the clock to numbers, and what you will do is write it on the cardboard. And the first group who will raise their cardboards are the winners. So this I will just give you 2 items so that you can finish early. This is for the group 1 and this is for the group 2. Okay, are you ready, class? Okay, I will point the hour hand to, by the count of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the group 1 raise their cardboard first. So let us clap, give 5 claps for the group 1. Okay, for the next one, okay, please behave in quiet class in this activity. I will point the hour hand to and point the minute hand to. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the group 2 raise their cardboard first. So again, group 1, let's give group 2 5 claps. For the last one, so this last one, this last example will identify which group will won. I will point this to one, 2, 3, 4, 5. The group 1 won. So the number, what time is it? It is 5. Very good. It is 5:10 p.m. or 8 m. So let's give 5 clap to group 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good, group 1. Group 2, doesn't matter if you lose, but what really matters is all of you was now come up to understand how to tell time and how to convert 12-hour to 24-hour clock. So for the next one, to test your memory, get your pencil and paper, and I will write this on the board. All you have to do is to change this 12-hour clock to 24-hour clock format. So for number 1, we have 10:30. For number 2, we have 7:30. For number 3, we have 4. And for number 4, we have 8:20. And for number 5, we have 1:30. So I want you to convert this 12-hour clock format to 24-hour clock format. I will give you just 5 minutes to answer these. And I will get your papers and I will check it and return it to you tomorrow. Okay, since all of you are done, please pass your papers forward. Thank you. So I will return this tomorrow, class, as I will going to check it earlier. Now class, who among you do any household chores? Very good. It seems all of you are very industrious. So yes, Mabel, can you give me an example of any household chores you do at home? Very good, Mabel. Let's go for Mabel. Mabel do household washing the dishes. So do you class wash your dishes? Very good. In this kind of activity, I want you to make a daily schedule plan. Since all of you class have now come to understand on how we can tell time and a 12-hour clock format and 24-hour clock format, I want you to make a daily schedule plan. For example, first things first you do in the morning is to wake up. So wake up in the morning at, you have to write the time and let's say for example 6:30. And it's my breakfast at 7 in the morning. And I want you to write all the activities you want to do at home for tomorrow. So for example, you want to water your plants at the time of 8:30 in the morning to 9 a.m. So that is an example of how we write our daily schedule plan. I will give you 10 minutes to do this kind of activity. Do you understand, class? Very good. So I will wait for 10 minutes and I will get your work and let's check first. Okay, very good. So this is an example of daily schedule that is worked by Philip. So Philip wakes up in the morning at 6:30. So just like you class, most of you wakes up at 6:30 in the morning. And eats his breakfast at 8 a.m. in the morning. And Phillips wants to play volleyball outside in the morning as his exercise. So he wants to play outside in 8:30 to 9 a.m. So this is an example of daily schedule plan as I want you to make your own. So I will check this and will return this to you tomorrow. So before we formally end this discussion class, I will ask you some questions if you truly gain understanding in our discussion today. So I have here some questions. Why do we use AM and PM in the 12-hour clock format but not in the 24-hour clock format? Who among you class wants to answer? Okay, yes, Mabel. Very good, Mabel. We use AM and PM as the two abbreviations in 12-hour clock format and not in 24-hour clock format because we have to identify in 12-hour clock format if it is morning and afternoon. And in 24-hour clock format, it does not require to use AM as abbreviations in identifying if it's morning and PM as abbreviations in identifying afternoon. We can use H instead of using abbreviations AM and PM, as the 24-hour clock again is a military clock. So for example, if someone says they will meet you at 15:00, or I will write this on the board. If someone says they will meet you at 15, how would you explain what time that is using the 12-hour clock format? So if someone, for example, Joanne and Ivan is going to meet tomorrow by exact time of 15. So how will you convert it? How will you convert it? For them to understand what is really that time. Anyone? Okay, yes, Jenny B. Very good, Jenny B. We can since this is, as Jenny B said, this is written in 24-hour clock format. We can write this to 12-hour clock format by subtracting. So 15 minus 12 is, yes, Jenny B, it is 3. So Ivan and Joanne will meet at 3 a.m. Okay, again, class, I will present a 12-hour clock format and I will ask some questions if you truly understand on how to tell time. So I will display again our 12-hour clock format here. It's an analog clock. So I will point the numbers. Let's say, for example, if the hour hand is pointing exactly on 7, what is the hour? Very good. Isn't it obvious that the hour is 7? So if the minute hand is pointing at number 6, how many minutes is that? Again, in converting or telling the minute, we have to count each number by 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So how many minutes? 30. Very good, Joanne. So the answer is, the hour is 7:30. So for our assignment class, I want you to write this on your paper. So Francis wakes up. I will read first the assignment. Okay, for your assignment class, let us read first this situation. Francis wakes up at 6 a.m. in the morning and eats his breakfast at 6:15 a.m. After he eats, he takes a bath at 6:30 a.m. He brushes his teeth and wears his uniform at 7 a.m. and then go to school at 7:15. Francis' class starts at 7:30. So all you have to do is to identify the time given in the situation. As the time is written in 12-hour clock format, you have to also convert them into 24-hour clock format. So do you understand, class? So that is our assignment for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you learned something in our discussion today. Again, what is our discussion today? It's all about telling time and converting to or measurement of 12-hour to 24-hour clock format. Thank you for listening, class, and be safe. Just go ahead and go to your house now. Okay, thank you for listening, class. That is our discussion for today. Goodbye, class. Thank you so much.